Hey guys, welcome to Altcoin Ignition. In this video we're going to take a look at a new coin in the Solana ecosystem that is under 10 million in fully diluted market cap. We're also going to have a quick look at a Solana degen play and do some technical analysis on some major altcoins that I think are about to explode. So if you like the sound of that, stick around, but first all I ask in return for my content is that you like the video and subscribe to my channel with notifications on. And with that out of the way, let's get on with the video. Hey guys, I just needed to insert this little clip. I've just finished editing the video and realized that I keep referring to Rope as being under 10 million in market cap when in reality it is under 20 million in market cap. And the reason for that is simply because the other day when we got into the token it was under 10 million and I just had that on the brain and sort of interfering with my thought process there. Couldn't be bothered going back and changing the video, it's a lot of work. So I just thought I'd insert this here. I mentioned several times under 10 million, what I really meant to say is under 20 million. Thanks guys, on with the video. Okay, so I'm over here on the CoinGecko page for Rope token. Its current value is $1.86, and it would be unusual if I didn't plug my private trading community at this point. Okay, so we're over here in my private trading community, and you can see that Nevden here, who is my partner in crime, he has posted about this yesterday. Price was only 90 cents. So that is one of the many benefits of being in the community. So if you're interested in joining it for a 7-day free trial, all the details are in the description box below. But now let's get on with the video. So here we are on the white paper. Let's just have a quick read. This paper depicts Rope, a full-scale decentralized ecosystem that brings the well-known market fair index to the crypto market. The ecosystem comprises of Rope and Rope V tokens. Rope is built on the Solana platform. The platform will include a decentralized finance-based DeFi volatility token, as well as help spread awareness and increase the use case of the Solana network. This white paper is intended to give an overview of our approach as blah, 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 blah. Okay, just to explain that a little bit, there's not a lot to this white paper, okay? It's only 8 pages long. Okay, this is not a whole lot of detail in here. We'll just have a quick look here. You can see that the total is 10 million tokens. Okay, so that market cap I gave earlier, being under 10 million, is fully diluted. All right, the actual market cap will be lower than that, but I can't really be bothered doing all the mathematics and getting into the release of tokens and stuff to work out exactly what it is. All that really matters is that it's under 10 million. It's very, very low for a Solana ecosystem project. Okay, the Rope token is a governance token, and the Rope V token will in some way be pegged to the Fear and Greed Index. That's not very well explained here. Their medium is actually empty at the moment. They haven't put a lot out, so we're pretty early on this. I imagine there's going to be more details to come. The Rope token is just a governance token. I'm not a huge fan of the use case of governance tokens, but I try to remove my opinion from the equation because governance tokens clearly moon hard for the right projects. All you have to do is look at Uniswap to understand that. So I think it's a good idea to get into this project early. Don't have to make a huge play on it, don't have to take a big risk on it while we await further information. But while it's still under $10 million in market cap, I think it is a good idea to take a position here. I'm just going to have a look at the Solana ecosystem now. To see what is in it and what the potential is for this coin. So if we have a look at the lowest market cap projects in the ecosystem, okay, we've got Holy Trinity, which we can pretty much ignore because it's an index token. Okay, the market cap for that doesn't really matter. Same with the Serum ecosystem token. Okay, but we go up here, we've got Aleph, that is the lowest one at 40 million, right? So if this was to just become the worst token on the ecosystem, we can get a 4x from here, okay, and it just goes up from there. So obviously the potential for this coin is massive. So how do you buy it? Well, right here in my Discord, there are step-by-step instructions, and the 7-day trials are free. So come on in if you need help because you'll find plenty of it in here. But for those of you who can't be bothered, I'm a generous man, so I'm just going to scroll down here. Okay, there's the instructions right there. You can pause and follow the instructions to get your hands on some Rope. So now we're going to have a look at the Solana system degen play. We're over here on the CoinGecko page for Samoid coin. It is $0.002 at the moment. Let's go have a look at the website here. Okay, so there's not a lot of information here. Basically, this is just a meme coin. It probably has no real use case like Doge, but leaning on the Solana name, I think this has some appeal, and it's probably going to moon very hard. In fact, it already has been moving quite quickly. 14 billion down here, 14 billion supply gives it a fully diluted market cap of 37.8 million already. So with Doge at 39 billion, I think it might have paved the way for coins like this to moon, especially in an ecosystem that is so popular. And you can follow the same instructions that we've given for rope to get your hands on some of this. Now we're going to have a look at some major cap alts that I think are looking really good against Bitcoin. The true value of an altcoin is measured always against Bitcoin and not against the US dollar. We only look at charts against the US dollar when we're looking at leverage trading, because that's what we're leverage trading against. If it can't beat Bitcoin, there's no point in holding it. So we want to make sure that it's looking bullish against Bitcoin before we start buying any altcoins. Unless we're talking about the super micro caps, you're just making a small play. But when it comes to the majors, you can roll a little bit extra capital into here. Not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. That's just what I do. I feel a lot safer rolling bigger amounts of capital into really bullish looking major altcoins that have a good history and a good reputation. Okay, so we're going to start here on Litecoin. Obviously, you can see here that we're coming out of a falling wedge. All right, we've got an inside bar here, which is an indecision candle. Okay, you can use the up here. Where is it? IBSV2. Okay, that's the indicator that I use. It just highlights the inside bars so I can see them, so I know when there's indecision in the market. Okay, and then the candle after an inside bar will usually give an indication of the direction. But I think this is a good play at the moment. It's looking very bullish coming out of a falling wedge, and I've marked all the major support and resistance areas here where you'd want to take profit. I've done all the hard work for you guys, so you can just take a screenshot there or pause it, and you can copy those onto your own charts. Next on the list is IOTA. IOTA has been in a Wyckoff accumulation period for a really long time. Okay, let's just have a look at how long it's been in here. So it's slipped down to this area back here. Okay, it's just coming out now, 672 days. Okay, so the longer it spends in here, the more upside potential it has. We call that building a cause. Okay, through here it's building a cause, and it's potentially going to have a very, very big upside movement soon. I've put two targets on here. Target 1 is there, target 2 is there. I've marked in the major support and resistance for you there as well. As you can see, looking very bullish. It's just coming out of the zone. Next we have XRP. Now I am a little bit of an XRP hater. I'm not a big fan of the project, but I am a big fan of making money. We've seen some huge money come in from retail. They're investing in things like Doge and in SafeMoon and rubbish coins like that, but after they take some profits from there, some of that money is going to roll elsewhere. Okay, and when you look down the list of the top 20 coins, one of the first ones that stands out to new investors is going to be XRP, because it's a cheap coin. Okay, and new investors don't understand market cap, so they're going to probably pour a lot of money into XRP. The other thing is that being the banker's coin, it's a really good narrative to new investors. Okay, so this is probably going to pump really, really hard. Now, even if it just made the target from the falling wedge here, we get 530% versus Bitcoin. Okay, that's if it doesn't even make all-time highs, which I think it really does have a chance of doing. Okay, so I'll just quickly jump down onto the daily. Let's see how it's looking here. Okay, so I just marked a resistance area. It seems to have broken through there. Okay, so that, I mean, what are we looking at down here? Got another one here. Where's that? Yep, I'd say it's probably about there. The resistance there. Okay, so now it's just breaking here, right? So we could really see it continue from here. I've got a big position in this now. I'm just waiting for it to pump. Next is Bitcoin Cash. Okay, Bitcoin Cash getting a little bit forgotten about, but let's not forget it because it has a really big following, and I think it's really good to moon here. So you can see obviously it's come up out of this trend line here. Okay, it's looking to be forming a bit of a flag shape, and I think it's got a lot of room to move here. I've marked some resistance areas on here. Okay, you're going to want to make sure to take a little bit of profit before each of these resistance areas. Now we're on to Dash versus Bitcoin, another huge falling wedge. Okay, let me just adjust this. It's fallen a little bit further since I last looked at it. 311%. If it just made the target of the falling wedge, it wouldn't even need to make all-time highs. But we just have a look at how much room this thing has to move just to get up to here. It's 1700%. Dash was a huge mover in the last bull run. People would not have forgotten that. You can see that the chart here is busy. It's just coming up out of the wedge here. I really think it's going to be time for these majors to make a huge move soon. It's not a coincidence that so many of them are looking bullish versus Bitcoin. Ethereum Classic, again, coming out of a bit of a falling wedge sort of a shape. you want to make sure you take profits before you get to these areas. Okay, it's actually pumped a little bit harder than some of the others out of this wedge, and it looks to be forming on the lower time frames, I'd say, a bit of a bull flag. Okay, or reaccumulation, whatever you want to call it here. Let's have a look. Those ones look like manipulation to me. I'll just ignore those wicks. Okay, coming up out of here now. I think this has a lot of growth left in it, and it could be ready to pump very soon. Next one here is Link. Okay, it's sort of like the forgotten oracle. No one's really talking about Link lately just because the NFT bubble has really stolen the limelight, but don't forget about Link. It's just coming up and breaking the trend line here. Okay, it doesn't have a lot of room to go to all-time highs here. Let's just have a look. Okay, so up to all-time highs, 150%, but a lot of room to move here considering what Link is and what it does. And the last one I want to put on the radar is Tron. Okay, so Tron is, well, arguably a shitcoin. Hard to say, really. I think it gets a lot of flack simply because Justin Sun isn't the greatest frontman. But it is actually really fast and cheap, so not going to knock it too hard. If it breaks out of here, it's got a lot of room to move. And this is another coin that newbies are a sucker for because they look down that list of the top altcoins on CoinMarketCap and they see that it's a really cheap coin. They don't understand market cap, and so they throw heaps of money at it. On top of that, you've got celebrities that Justin Sun's paying to tweet about it and stuff. It's just a recipe for moon. One last thing I just want to cover before I sign off is LMT. So a while ago I did a video. It was the biggest video I've done. It had something like 20-something thousand views. The video got a lot of love. It also got a bit of hate. There was a few people in the comments who were very upset that someone dared to talk about a NFT project that wasn't Ecomi. But as we all should know, this is not a zero-sum game. There can be more than one player in each different niche. We can like both coins. I happen to have been a holder of Ecomi. I sold it earlier because I thought it was getting a little bit overvalued. It's now dropped back about 47% and I've become a buyer again. Okay, but look at LMT, $2.11. When I called this to my private trading community, we bought this at the pre-sale for 36 cents. So that is one hell of a move. 1/3 of the tokens have been unlocked. Anyone can now cash those coins in if they want to. And just on the 1/3 that's been released, they can be in profit overall and choose to hold the rest. Personally, I'm staking mine to get some NFTs, and I think this has huge room left in it considering some of the brands that Animoca has licenses for. So if you want to have a look at that video, I'll put it in the description box below. But that's the video I got for you guys today. If you like it, please subscribe. Please leave a comment. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks, guys.